Hi everyone, this is Lori from Happy Birds Glitter Nest, and I need to take a very brief moment to ask you to please share and watch this video. My sweet nephew passed away last Friday morning of an overdose, and needless to say, I am heartbroken. We were very close, and I miss him dearly. Because of the unexpected expenses to the family, I am taking all of the AdSense that I make from this video and I'm giving it to my brother and my sister-in-law. So watching this video will really help. So with that said, I thank you very much in advance, and I really hope you enjoy this No-Sew Angel tutorial. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the angel's wings. Now I bought this sparkly tulle roll. It's a 6-inch roll from Hobby Lobby, and they're normally $3.99, but at least twice a month they have them on sale for half off. You might look at this upcoming Sunday's ad. They might have it on sale for that again. So I started by cutting, I don't know if you can see this, by cutting 8 inches, okay, from this tool. And I'm using the long way here, and I'm just going to gather the tool up like this between my fingers. Just like that, okay? So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my right hand here to place this right on top of my 2 fingers, and I'm spreading my fingers open just a little bit, and I'm just wrapping it around my fingers here, okay? See, just like that. Now I'm going to take this off like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take one of these clear rubber bands from the Dollar Tree. You can also buy the clear goodie bands at Walmart. And I just gave it a couple little stretches ahead of time. Now I'm going to find the middle. You see where I have that rubber band right in the middle? And I'm just going to twist it and wrap it around about 4 times or so, like that. Alright. Now you can, if you want to, you can come in and kind of fan the tool out a little bit. And these also make really cute bows. Okay. Alright. And don't worry about this because it'll still look really cute. Alright, so we have our little angel wings. Alright, and so I'm going to set this aside. And the next thing we're going to need is the angel's dress, okay? Now, I bought these 6-inch rolls of sparkly tulle at Hobby Lobby, and these were also $3.99, but you can get them half price a couple of times a month. Now, I like this type of tool where it has not only fine glitter, but medium glitter as well. To me, that really works the best for the dresses. I tried the type with the super chunky glitter. I mean, way more chunkier than this. And the dresses were difficult for me to kind of form what I wanted. And the reason why is because the glitter was so large that they really used a heavier glue and to glue the glitter on, and it actually stiffened the dresses to the point where it was difficult to work with. So you want the medium type of glitter. You don't want the huge glitter on it. Okay? So I hope I'm making sense here. Now, I'm going to use pink today, and you're going to need to cut 12 inches, but you're going to need two 12-inch pieces, okay? So I'll go ahead and cut two 12-inch pieces, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have two pieces, two 12-inch pieces, and I laid one piece directly on top of the other, so we have a lot of sparkle. Alright, so now we're going to roll, or not roll, but gather this up the short length, okay? Right here, the short length. And we're just going to do this with our fingers, just gather it up in little tiny gathers. One thing I like about these angels is it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now I'm just going to fold this over my index finger like that and try to get it fairly even on both sides. Okay, so now you're going to take the top here like this and take one of the clear rubber bands and put the rubber band about 1/4 of an inch from the top, and I'm going to wrap mine around about 4 times, I think would do it. Yeah. Okay, now you're going to kind of shake it out. Okay, and this right here, you're just gonna give it a little haircut, just like that. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect, just trimming off the shaggy ends. You don't want to cut too much off. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm taking the two pieces and I'm opening them up like that. Okay, make sure that they're open. I have to tell you that the first angel I made, my daughter's cat found it and had herself a ball playing with it. So I had to make another one to show you guys. That was the blue angel that she got a hold of, that I made. Oh, darn it. Okay. Sometimes these old fingers don't do what I want them to do. Okay, so we're gonna just open this up like this. Alright. Hey, it's kind of pretty, isn't it? Alright, so you can see it's pretty fluffy. But so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna work it down. And this is what I was talking about when I mentioned the not to get the giant glitter, because this is still flexible and workable. Okay, now I'm going to hold the top and I'm going to take the end and I'm just going to give it a few little tugs like that. Then I'm going to shake it out. Let me do it over here off to the side. Okay, I'm going to shake it out a little bit. There we go. Okay, now you're going to have to decide if you want this side as the front or if you want this side as the front. You're going to have to make that decision, okay, right now. And I think I'm going to use, I don't know, I think I'm going to use this side as the front. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take some ribbon. This is sparkly ribbon, and it is 3/8 of an inch. Okay, 3/8 of an inch right here. And I'm just going to snip a piece off here, like that. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right here. Just a tiny amount on the front. Doesn't need a whole lot. And I'm going to place that here, but I'm going to wait for it to kind of grab and not, and well, I should say not totally dry, but almost dry. I want it to grab. Okay, so now the back part, I'm going to put a tiny dot. Again, that was a little more than I wanted. You're going to squeeze this to kind of make it circular, like that, okay? Now I'm going to hold on to that until it grabs as well. Okay. And then I'm going to close it right here. I don't want to put a ton because it doesn't need a ton. You don't want glue that's making this bulky or running out of the sides. That just makes it look icky. Okay, so it's kind of a circular oval type shape, which is fine. Alright. And you're going to be working with this dress as you go along, so you know, don't worry about it if it's not perfect and stay perfect. You can kind of make adjustments at the end, okay? Alright. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the head on and the crown. And what I used for that was a 14 millimeter acrylic pearl. And they do have the 14 millimeter acrylic pearls in bags at the Dollar Tree. And you find them in the section where they have all of the little garden stuff, I should say, like, oh, what are some of the stuff they have? Those sheets of adhesive rhinestones, the artificial flowers, styrofoam, the moss, you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. So those little pearls should be in that area. If they're not, by chance, then check in the Crafter Square area. Okay, and so for the crown, I'm going to use a couple of pieces here. I'm going to use this 12 millimeter rhinestone rondelle spacer bead, and you can find these large ones like this on places like Etsy, eBay, Amazon, most likely AliExpress, I would think. But we're using that, and then I'm using this because I'm going to put this right here on the top, and this is a gold rhinestone rondelle spacer bead, and I bought these by the strand at Hobby Lobby. They're normally $3.99. I went today though, and they had these for half off, so I got these for $1.99, which is pretty cool. I really like them. They're pretty. And let's see. Oh, I'm just using gold beading cord, but you can use any type of cord you want, any type of beading cord. And let's see. Oh, and I'm just taking a piece of 24 gauge wire because I'm going to make a little makeshift needle with this. Not for sewing. This isn't a sewing project. That's just to pull the cord through the acrylic pearl and the little crown. Okay, so I'm just cutting a piece 24 gauge, and I'm just bending it in half like that. All right, let me set this aside. I'm going to cut a piece of gold cord about 9 or 10 inches roughly. Okay. And I'm taking my little makeshift needle, just placing the cord like this, okay? And then I'm going to place this through the acrylic pearl. Okay. Now I'm not going to pull it all the way through. Then I'm going to pull the this little large rondelle spacer bead through, and then the smaller one. Like that. Okay. Now at the end here, I'm just going to tie this in an overhand knot. Just like this. Oops. Okay. And I'm just going to use, I think one knot will do it. Yeah. You don't want it too bulky because you have to glue the head on. Okay, so I'm going to cut it right there. And to keep the crowns on, I'm just going to put the dinkiest amount of glue right here. And I'm just going to slide this on like that, kind of hold it upwards. Then I'm going to do the same thing with a little one here. Okay. And I don't know if I told you, but the gold rhinestone rondelle spacer bead at the top, that is 8mm. I don't know if I told you that or not. Okay, so that looks pretty good. All right, so we can take our little makeshift needle off. Now this part, you're going to put just a small amount of hot glue. You don't want to overdo, because you don't want a bunch of icky hot glue seeping out from underneath. Okay, we're going to leave the head there. Okay, now we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to glue a heart on the front here, and I'm going to take either a 2.5mm rhinestone chain and glue it around here, or a 3mm strand of pearls. I'm going to allow this to dry for a second, and then I'll be back and we'll glue the rest on. Okay? Better lay her down. Okay. Okay, so upon thinking about this a little more, I'm going to do something different than I did with my blue angel. I'm going to take this gold cord and I'm going to wrap this around and make a little necklace for her. And I'm going to tack it on a little bit with this Fabri-Tac just on one end, like that. And then I'm going to place the cord right here in her neck. See where I have that? Okay. And I think the Fabri-Tac is best for this part, because if you put hot glue there, it's just going to look like a icky mess. So I'm just gonna keep turning her like this until I'm kind of happy with the results. And of course you can also use the silver metallic beading thread. They have it at Michael's. I saw it in the jewelry making section where all the beading cords are. Just be careful that you don't get the stretchy kind. You don't want that. Okay, so I think that looks kind of pretty now, don't you? About like that? Alright, so what I'm going to do is just take a little bit more of the fabric tack, and this dries clear, but I'm just putting, gosh, not even, I wouldn't even call it a drop. I just want something, just a little smidgen right here, just to hold in place, okay? And then I'm going to come back in with my scissors and cut the cord here, push it up like that, and I think this is pretty. Now we're going to put a little heart right there, okay? Now I use the, I like to use the flat back hearts. Now you can use other things, like for example this little embellishment, and put it here, but I tell you to tell you the truth, I prefer the flat back because when you turn it to the side it just looks too bulky, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I have these little hearts from the Dollar Tree, little pink hearts, and I'm going to place one right there. Okay. So for this part, I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and barely, just barely put any on like that, because you don't want it seeping out over the sides. And we're just going to put this right here in the front of her, and it really makes a difference when you do that. See, it makes a huge difference. Okay, now we're going to put her little angel wings on, and of course that's really easy. Now you don't want to put the glue here, because that's the rubber band. It will melt it and it'll pop, and there goes your wings. You're going to put a tiny dab of glue near the rubber band, but not too close. And you're going to put this right here, and you're just going to kind of bend it forward and kind of hold it a little, just for a few seconds. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side, right here. Not on the band, but close. Okay. Oops. I don't want gook. I got a little too much, so I tried to wipe it off. And I burnt my thumb doing it too, but that's okay. Not the first time, that's for sure. Alrighty. So she's starting to shape up a little bit now, huh? Alright. With her pretty little dress. And you can make little adjustments to this if you'd like. Now, you could leave her just like this and she would be beautiful. Or you could put a little piece of lace. I'll show you. Where did I put it? Right here. Okay. Now, I bought this lace Hobby Lobby. They have all kinds of laces. And normally, I think this is something like $9 a yard. But twice a month, they have these on sale for half price. And that's when I bought it. And so, you know, I ended up paying half of $9. And it has this little flower design here and here in the middle. So you get quite a few. And I just took my detail scissors and cut out a little design right here. Okay. Now you can use any type of flat lace with some sort of design. Try not to make it too bulky. I used this lace on my blue angel. I cut out a little section of it here and just anchored it onto the dress. You're not going to put tons of hot glue. I'll show you how I did that. And like I said, it's your choice. You can do this or you can just leave it off. Alright, so I think I want to do something like this where now you're going to want to put it near her waist like that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a tiny dot, a couple of teeny dots of hot glue right here and anchor that on her waist just like that. Kind of give it a hold for a couple of seconds. Okay, now you're not going to put tons of hot glue all over that white flower and then stick it to the dress because it'll be icky. So you just need to anchor it. I'm just putting a couple of teeny tiny drops. I'm kind of holding the first layer of the dress out so it won't stick to the second layer. See how I'm doing that? Okay. And then maybe just a couple of little hot glue dinky dots right here. Maybe here, here, and then maybe one here in the back of this. Okay. Just take your time with it. The more time you take with the little angels, the prettier they will be. Okay. A little sticky. See? From the inside. And there we go. And it gives it a little design. Now, as you can see, I already added little rhinestones. I added 5 rhinestones to this piece of lace that I cut out. Okay, and I just stuck one here in the middle, and I used 5 because things look best in odd numbers, 3s, 5s, 7s. Okay, so that's why I chose that. And I just took the teeniest dinky dot of hot glue and put it there. So I think she looks really pretty. Let me kind of hold this up a little bit. And I appreciate you sticking with me through this video. I wanted to do this slowly and in real time so you guys could have a better idea of how she'll turn out. So I think she's just lovely. And if you wanted to, you could even add another little piece around here. I might even do that. Maybe even glue this down. It looks like it was cut a little bit. Probably by me, since I'm the one that cut this out originally. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of little things you can do. There's so much on this lace too. Hobby Lobby has all kinds of pretty trims. I might take this little flower right here, cut it out, and then, no, maybe just a leaf. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do, is just maybe cut out part of this, or this. That might even be better. And then I can just let it drape down here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to cut out this little teeny flower here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll put that on. Oops. Okay, so I glued this little piece on right here and here, anchored that on, and it was just what she needed. And so let me show you the other one too. And then I made this with the blue sparkly tulle. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give this a try. It's not difficult. You just need to take your time and you know, work slowly, and these will turn out really super cute. So with that said, thank you so much for sticking with me, and please remember to share this video and watch it, you know, over and over if you can, because that will really help out with the expenses that my poor brother and sister-in-law have right now. So with that said, take care, and God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Okay, so I glued this little piece on right here and here, anchored that on, and it was just what she needed. And so let me show you the other one too. And then I made this with the blue sparkly tulle. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give this a try. It's not difficult. You just need to take your time and you know, work slowly, and these will turn out really super cute. So with that said, thank you so much for sticking with me, and please remember to share this video and watch it, you know, over and over if you can, because that will really help out with the expenses that my poor brother and sister-in-law have right now. So with that said, take care, and God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye.